Hello, hello! Welcome, everyone, to another World of Warships Legends video. We are rocking the Lepanto tonight. I am, of course, your host, Phoenix61. And, yeah, playing this map. So, Lepanto, I actually do not have all of the upgrades for the ship yet. So I'm still working through the grind of cranking out XP for the ship. I think I'm missing two. One for sure. So I think you can get a little bit more health out of it too. 72,000 seems a little low. So I probably don't have the hull mod yet. But we'll get there. We'll get there someday. As you guys know me, I like to save up my global XP for buying ships. So that is why the struggle is real for us. That's why we have some pretty bad games here and there too. I mean, I like to blame not having the mods, but you know, it's me sometimes, right? This Petro would be nice to shoot at, but I'm imagining he's going to stop right inside that little nook behind that island so he can help cap C. And while maintaining some cover from, this side of the map, but it looks like our allies are able to hit him at least a little bit. And then the zone, and then we get picked up, so I'm assuming there's either a destroyer somewhere around the middle area here between B and C, or there's probably more likely one in B. Yep, and there he is, yeah. I can't quite get a shot off on him. He's going to duck behind that little land mass there. And then we'll eye up the Petro, keep an eye on him. And we used our smoke screen just to keep us unspotted while we sort of traverse this great open sea area. I did that just because there's bound to be battleships off to our right, and I'd be broadside to them while we're trying to kind of get over here to the sea cap, right? So, and I didn't want to just go in for the B hole this time. Just because I'm not having a lot of luck, fighting like a man in this ship just yet, so I didn't want to put myself in the middle of the map where I'd be in the situation where, half the entire red team is shooting at me, right? So we took a conservative route here. We're going to go help out with C. And then it looks like our team is struggling over with the A cap. They rushed in and got the cap because there's we got a destroyer over there. But then now they're kind of getting overtaken, right? So my prediction here is going to be we're going to end up taking over. Our strong side is going to be by C. Man, both turrets. We'll damage gun that. They took out the destroyer over here, so I don't have to worry too much about torpedoes, right? So we'll use our damage gun to get our guns back, right? They're the only two we can use right now. Like, we don't have anything to shoot the rear turret, so. But yeah, my prediction here is we're gonna we'll probably overrun C and be strong on this side, and then the enemy is going to be strong on the A side cap, right? So we'll have to, at some point, swing back around, and there'll probably be a glorious battle in the B hole, just how we like it, right? So, alright, this Veneto, so I'm thinking, yeah, we're getting, like, ricochets and small amounts of damage. Like, he incapacitated both my turrets, and then we're getting trinkets when we shoot him. Still can't hit the Pablo, whatever that is over there. I probably should have switched to HE shells on this Veneto. But man, he's not going to shoot us. He's going to shoot that our ally that's broadside to him. Jeepers. It's got torps going towards him. We'll trigger our secondary battery booster, right? So we'll get the faster reload and better shell grouping out of it. This is kind of where the Lepanto shines, right? So I have my secondary build for this ship, same as I do for the Giuseppe Verdi, as the tier 8 premium out of the Italians, and they get these SAP. You can kind of tell because they're pink, I guess. When you see them flying through the sky here. So this is a great ship to do a secondary battery build. So we have done that. There we go. I finally got a incapacitated a turret. I almost said incapacitated a turd. That makes sense, right? But yeah, so we've got them out to 9 kilometers. We can fire our secondary batteries. And so, this guy's going down, so I'm already kind of trying to plan, if he's not looking towards me, I could start turning towards, yeah, he's still looking at that. I can't believe that, what is that, Odin, or what this other battleship's got a sliver left on our team. I can't believe he's still alive. But yeah, we're getting away with being able to free ball it here, just completely broadside, just because he's not looking this way. He could probably do a pretty chunky damage against us since we're broadside. So, but yeah, so we'll start. He's gonna die whether it's us or somebody else here, right? But we'll start turning away. Yeah, we get it from the secondaries, close quarters. Cool. But yeah, we'll start turning away and preparing for the next fight, right? Because we know it's gonna end up here at B as both teams sort of converge. This is kind of fun, like when something like this happens, when it's just like, now it's gonna be this all-out brawl of like trying to maintain cap at Zone B. We do have the upper hand here. We're up on points. We're up 1 ship, and we've got an extra zone in comparison to them. Oh man, I fired short. Jeepers. Oh my gosh. Not only did I not lead him enough, I fired like short too. Like. So I'm going to try and get myself, I do see a smoke screen after I left. I think that might be our ally though. But I'm going to guess, you know, they have another destroyer out there somewhere, so we have to be a little weary of that, right? Alright, let's see if we can do better against this charge. Oh my gosh, it switched the lock on. Oh my god, all those are going to miss. Damn it. Damn it. Alright, Marlboro, can we get some bullets on him? Yeah, everything that salvo was completely wasted because it just auto switched targets on me there. Alright, so we'll trigger our smoke screen. This is our rolling smoke screen with the Italians. Love these. You do still have to be wary of, you know, you can still get spotted pretty easily in a battleship when you fire your guns. So I think it's like 10 kilometers or something, like maybe a little bit more. 10.7 or something, depending on how you've got it set up, right? I don't have a lot of concealment built into the ship, so just because we kind of went all out. We went all out on secondaries, right? So, but yes, for the time being, it's keeping us unspotted and it's allowing us to kind of move in closer because I want to get in close to where our secondary batteries can do some work. Because obviously we can't hit shit with our main batteries, so we need, you know, the game to auto fire for us with the secondaries, right? It'd be nice to take out this Duncan. This is one of my newer favorite ships, right? So. Yeah, there goes the secondary batteries. Well, we'll trigger the booster again here. Yeah, the Duncan's got torpedoes on the sort of the front of its ship, so it can kind of shoot torpedoes out the front and side. So I don't want to get hit by those. Those are like super strong torpedoes too. So, and of course the Pomeranian has torpedoes as well. So we want to try not to get too close here. So you can see we've got the reverse function going, right? So we'll back up. But yeah, that Duncan, the torpedo range is like 10 kilometers, but it's single shooter, so he can shoot one on each side, right? So, but I imagine that's why he's pressing forward, which, you know, is like fine, you know, you do you, but it's going to trigger my entire team to pick on him first just because he's the lead ship now, right? Like there's 4 battleships out here. He's stuck his nose out, you know, I can't even shoot the other guys because they're behind cover, right? So we'll back up, see if we can't angle ourselves so we can get this rear turret off too, and then this will probably help us dodge a torpedo if he sent one our direction, right? 2 fires, that's too tempting not to use my damage con. But yes, if you watch me play, I tend to screw up and mismanage damage con occasionally, so yeah. Oh, so their destroyer, yeah, and see, that could have been bad for me if their destroyer was behind us, eyeing me up, but yeah. So we get another close quarters, so both of our kills are accredited to secondaries and not myself. Not my own. I was going to say not my own skill, but we're doing good on positioning, right? That's how we're getting some action here, right? We're making sure not too many ships can shoot us at once, and that's become a huge benefit for us. 164 secondary battery hits. Get a decent hit on that Amagi. A lot of overpens, though. But if he's going to hang out there,
nice work.
We're going to take advantage of that, because he is nice and beautifully broadside, right? So we kind of let auto-aim do its thing with the last salvo, but now we're actually going to be able to aim at his hull here, so we'll shoot him right under the smokestack here.
5 minutes. Time is fleeting.
I'm not exactly sure, like I'm not one of those, oh yeah, we got some sweet Citadel hits there, awesome. I am not one of those like crazy, you know, study the armor on every ship kind of people.
Torpedoes
Okay,
dead
somehow
ahead.
there's the destroyer
A
up here
frigid
now. Great.
destiny awaits
But
us.
in general, you know, by the water, at the
Heartbeat
water line
soldiers
between
hitting on
the
water
turrets
quickly
is kind of where
as
you
our
aim for Citadel
vessel's
hits, right? But
race
some ships are
smile.
different. Some ships are damn near impossible to get Citadel hits on. So,
Promise,
well, I was
Lord.
gonna guess that he's gonna move backwards here just because we hit him
Returns
so
to
hard, but
our
it looked like
AC
we did
realm.
incapacitate his engine. But so we get another chunk of damage out of him. So
Reporting
he's
to
almost dead. So we
target
call out
position.
that target. So that's
Sharing
kind of something to do.
vulnerability with the
If
world.
you're not into that, you know, weak targets, call them
Smoke
out.
screens set.
Sometimes, you know, people
An
kind of tend to
enigmatic
understand, like,
dance upon the
oh, you know, what's
fledgling
special about that
city.
target, and at least get them to look at it, right? And then they can potentially help you finish that guy off, right? So we'll trigger our secondary battery booster one last time. We are a little close for comfort on this Palmer, just because he does have torpedoes, right? So I was kind of thinking he had already shot off of his, you know, right side, starboard, whatever that is. Um, so I was slowing down and then turning in towards him, and part of me was like, well, maybe I could ram him. But then at the same time, like our teammates are
Fire
getting decent
alarm.
hits on him
The
too here,
flames of
right? So
turmoil
and
light
then now we're in
elegance.
battleship mode where it's like too late, right? So he's definitely going to dump his port torpedoes at us here, and there's probably nothing we can do about it other than try and get as
Torpedoes
much
dead
damage done
ahead.
to him as possible. So we'll shoot him under the turrets. We get 8 penetrations. I can't believe that didn't finish him off. Does look like he's on fire from somebody else here, right? So yeah, our Massachusetts finishes him off. So that, you know, was a little. I mean, that was a good time, right? Like, but that was, you know, I credit our kills and how much damage we did here. Just our positioning was really good, right? Um, our 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 mishap was, oh man, he got flooded. Okay, our mishap was just not knowing where that destroyer was, and that's kind of going to be the challenge here too. We're ahead on points. Our destroyer took the conservative route, which is totally okay, especially since he's only got a little bit of health left, right? So if you're in a destroyer, like that is a really good strategy. If you're low on health, you've fought the good fight. You can stay, you know, go cap zones, like, you know, cap zones, get spots, kind of do, you know, do what destroyers do, but be a little bit more conservative about it. So I think, you know, we definitely got away with, you know, he's definitely helping us win, right? Like by being smart, going and grabbing that zone, and making sure we solidify the win based on points, right? So now we're up 600 to 400 points, and then, you know, we've got 2 zones to his 1. So even if he manages to destroy one of our ships here, we should still have enough points, right? So we will do the rare thing and just kind of see how this game plays out. It's kind of curious to see where we end up on the leaderboard for this one too. And then I'm also like curious like where the heck that destroyer went, right? So we'll hang out here for just a minute at least, right? Our team's gonna do the, you know, they're gonna go for the zone cap, right? I'm always curious if like if you know, if the battleship's like spotted or not. I kind of wish you could see that, but yeah, when you're in a spectator mode. But yeah, so it looks like the destroyer on their team is capping zone C, which like is fine. Like he, you know, you do you. Like maybe he just wants to get the cap for, you know, XP and credit earnings and stuff. But if you want to win this game, you have to challenge and go and try and kill both ships at this point, right? Like that's the only, you know, when you're so far behind on points at this point, that's the only way to get the win, right? Like so, you know, especially with the time crunch here. But now he's committed, right? you might as well you might as well get the cap, get your zone capture banner, and see where you're placed at the end of the day, right? All right, B capped. I mean, you guys know where he is. Like, our destroyer could at least like dump some torpedoes in that direction. Get this game over with faster. But yes, guys, so I am putting out World of Warships videos every single day. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you do enjoy this video, hit the like button too. If you didn't like the video, don't push the like button. That's just silly. That's just nuts, right? But yeah, so we're going to take away the win on this one. There is their destroyer. He has plenty of health, so he definitely should have. I would have challenged, like I would have gone and tried to YOLO rush the battleship or something, right, to entertain us. So we do have our Lady of the Cold commander guys here. We took third place. That's not too bad for not having all the upgrades here, right? We're still working through upgrades and came out on top credit-wise. That's always nice. But yeah, so this is my, we're using Paolo Di Revo. I'm sure I'm saying his name wrong, but the Lady of the Cold is the Commander Geist, right? So this is our secondary battery build. Franz von Hipper is a must for inspirations when you're doing secondary battery builds, right? So more range. And then reload time for this other guy. And then we're basically, you can kind of pick what you want here, right? You do you. But if you're going for a secondary battery build, the second row here, the Porcupine mod is the must. And then I forget what the fourth row is, but there's another secondary. I don't know if it's like reload speed or something. But yeah, so Porcupine. I don't do shell switch type very often in battleships because I'm usually not switching shells a lot, so we went with the defensive perk here. Firefighter, and then, Master Mechanic would be nice to have more repair party charges, but we did a secondary battery build, so yeah, so properly meticulous secondary battery reload and enhanced targeting duration, so we do have the secondary battery booster, right, so that makes that longer or whatever, but yes. That is our Lepanto video for today. As you can see, we still got 2 more upgrades that I'm working on. So it's not all bad if you don't have everything just yet, right? But thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned. We will see you tomorrow. Don't forget to follow the channel.